Hi everybody, it's Joe from PrepAgent here. Let me know if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, and let's get started. Hello, and good to see you. Hello, everybody else. Marta, Claudia, good to see everybody. Are you guys ready to go? So I'm feeling a little more peppy today than normal because I've been visiting my mother, and she's 80, so there's not a lot going on here. So I'm a little, what's the word? Cabin fever. So I'm like, woo, ready to go. But happy to visit her as always. Just find myself a little more energy than usual this time of day. Te extraño, Lupe. Gracias. Okay, so before we begin, just let you guys know, I'm going to work hard on the Agent School YouTube channel. We already got some videos up there. I want you guys to follow me there. Agent, please post a link to the Agent School YouTube channel. We're working on putting more videos there, but follow us there. My goal is to give you guys tips on how to get your career off the ground, different ideas. I have a video there with my friend Luna and Denzel. So make sure you follow that before you pass and after. That's the Agent School YouTube channel. So make sure you guys follow that because I'm going to be coming at you with a lot of videos there pretty regularly. Okay. So with that being said, we're talking about finance today. Yuck. Finance. Ugh. All right, Rosa says, do you have videos about advertising and trigger words? I do not. If you know more specifically what you're referring to, Rosa, then send us a message and we'll see if we can make some videos about that. Sounds like an interesting topic that we'd be interested in putting together some content about. But for now, we're talking about finance, and we talk about finance. Here, why don't you guys start? Somebody throw this stuff out there. Who could give me some facts about finance as it pertains to your real estate exam that we need to know? Somebody start me off. Who's got this? Who could give me some facts about finance, some keywords that we need to know? Who's got something? Anybody? Anybody? Any word? Give me a place to begin. Marta, stud is for the essential elements of value. We did that yesterday. It's scarcity, transferability, utility, demand. Gross rent multiplier is appraisal. Taxes is property transfer. Come on, guys. Finance stuff. Finance. You guys are mentioning stuff from the other categories. Something within the finance section. Secondary market. Shane Sims is first on the board with a finance-specific topic. Thank you, Shane. Everybody give Shane a high five. Good job, Shane. Secondary market. Who could tell me what the resale marketplace is? What's the I just said it. Secondary market. What is the secondary market? I think I just gave the definition by accident. What is the secondary market? Who knows? What's the secondary market? Okay, I see some of you guys writing Fannie Mae and Ginnie Mae, frees up money. What I want you guys to write down, everybody write this down. This is your key word. Secondary market is the resale marketplace. Everybody write that. Secondary market, resale marketplace. I see a lot of you guys writing things like Fannie Mae, Ginnie Mae, Freddie Mac, these fancy words, but you got to start with the basics. I always say that. We got to start with a good foundation. So the secondary market is the resale marketplace. What does that literally mean? It means they take loans that were made by the bank and they turn them around and sell them, and then you can invest in them like via the stock market and things of that nature. Okay? So that's the secondary market. And what that does, it frees up money so the banks can lend out more money, and that would be in the primary market. The primary market. Do you guys know what we mean by the primary mortgage market? Who knows what I mean by the primary mortgage market? Anybody? So the primary mortgage market is just where you go to the bank and you get a loan. So if you go like to Wells Fargo or you go to Chase and you get a loan, that's the primary mortgage market, okay? So Alicia Kinez says first position. Don't confuse what we're talking about here with a first loan and a second loan, okay? And this is why I want to go over this stuff. Already, as we started this, I see you guys have been studying and you see a lot of words, but we're kind of mixing them up a little bit. Anybody find that where you just rattle off words like Fannie Mae, Ginnie Mae, secondary market? What is that? I don't know. They're just things I got to know, like big words, abbreviations. Anybody find they're getting jumbled up with a lot of fancy words and you kind of could use a little clarification of what's what? It happened to me all the time. And that's why I'm so big on take a step back and start with the basics. So the primary mortgage market and the secondary mortgage market is the primary mortgage market is where you walk into Chase and you get a loan. Okay? So just so we're clear there. That's when you walk into Chase or Wells Fargo or whatever your bank is and you get a loan. Okay? The secondary market is the resale marketplace. The resale marketplace. They take those loans and they sell them. I saw one of you guys throw out the word warehousing. Or you didn't throw out the word warehousing, you said bundle. And when they bundle those loans together and sell them in the secondary market, that's called warehousing. Okay? Has everybody got that? Everybody with me so far? That's warehousing. Okay? And they bundle them and sell them together, just like why they bundle up a 6-pack of soda. They get a better deal when they sell them in group packages. Everybody got it? Right? Got it if you got it. Right. I got it. Okay, good. So when you guys hear about things like Fannie Mae, Ginnie Mae, and all those items, those are institutions that buy different types of loans in the secondary market. Everybody got it? So when you can't talk about Fannie Mae, and Ginnie Mae if you don't understand what the secondary market is, because they purchase different types of loans on the secondary market. So obviously you got to know what the secondary market is first. And what that does, it free up loans. Now, some of you guys got that confused with a second loan. So you could have a primary loan and a second loan. Anybody know what the difference is? What is that? So that's very different than what we just spoke about, right, guys? So what's a primary loan and a second loan? Very different. What do you guys think that is? So a primary loan is your first loan, it's your standard loan when you get a loan from the bank, okay? And a second loan is that secondary mortgage. Very often you can get two loans on a property, secondary financing. Right, and that's right, Ann. Secondary loan is a junior loan, correct. Okay? Which one of those two has the higher interest rate? The primary loan or the secondary loan? What do you guys think? Which one has the higher interest rate? The primary loan or the secondary loan? What do you guys think? The primary loan or the secondary loan? The second loan is the highest interest rate. Who could tell me why? The second loan has the higher interest rate, and who could tell me why? Why do you guys think? The secondary loan is the higher interest rate because it is a higher risk. It is a higher risk. When a bank determines your interest rate, what is the most important factor? So they determine your interest rate based on that risk, right, guys? So how do they determine how much risk you are? Okay. How do they determine how much risk you are? What do you guys think? What are some ways the bank says, you know what, this person here, they are super safe, or this person is a huge risk, and because we're taking on this big risk, we're going to charge them a higher interest rate. There's a bigger chance of default, so we need to get our money. Okay, so I see income and debt, credit, So I see that FICO score being written. That has to do with that credit. But you guys are missing the most important one. Concetta seems to be closest to the answer. What is the most important factor when the bank makes a loan to you? What do you guys think? What's the most important factor? Kiona seems to have it. Nice job, Kiona. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. The value of the house. The value of the house. That is the most important factor. Because your credit may go to crap. You may lose your job and not have an income. But as long as the property itself maintains its value, then the bank could get their money back. That's that collateral. Good word, Marta. Nice job, Marta Grissom. Has everybody got that? That's why when they make a loan, they have to do that appraisal, right? Because that is what determines if they'll even make the loan to you at all. So forget interest rates and all that kind of fun stuff. If that value is not sufficient, they're not giving you the house at all, no matter how good your credit is and how great your job is. Everybody got that? So the most important factor to mitigate risk is the house itself. Everybody with me? So we're doing a little lecture here, but I hope you guys don't mind. I'm trying to put everything in context for you. And these are the most important things. Not only when you take the exam, but also when you guys practice real estate. These are some pretty fundamental things you're going to want to have a grasp on as you guys make your way to becoming multimillionaires. Okay. Let's do a question on the board. What do you guys think? Do a question on the board? All right, here we go. Value placed upon property for tax purposes by a tax assessor is known as A, assessed value, B, estimated value, C, appraised value, or D, actual value. And the answer is A, assessed value. Assessed value is done for tax purposes. Great job, everybody. Personal property used in a business which is attached to the property is A, a business amenity, B, a fixture, C, a trade fixture, or D, amenity. This is in the wrong category. Change the category. Okay, I'll read it once again. Personal property used in a business which is attached to the property is A, a business amenity, B, a fixture, C, a trade fixture, or D, an amenity. And the answer is trade fixture. Trade fixture used for a business office. This should be in the property ownership category. I apologize. But it seems like we all knew the answer anyway. So good job, everybody. Let the buyer beware is also known as what? A, lease pendants, B, caveat emptor, C, ad valorem, or D, itu uta. The answer is caveat emptor. This comes up a lot. Moving right along. In making new real estate loans, institutional lenders often charge a fee for expenses incurred for such items as document preparation and related work. The fee charged is often a percentage of the face amount of the loan and is referred to on the borrower's closing statement as A, mortgage loan broker fees, B, prepayment fee, C, loan origination fee, or D, loan discount fee. What do you guys think? And the answer is C, loan origination fee. The term security interest is best defined as A, the use of stocks and bonds or other securities as collateral for a loan against the real property. B, the creditor's interest in the debtor's property. C, the interest on an insured mortgage. Or D, the interest payments on a conventional loan. What do you guys think? And the answer is B, the creditor's interest in the debtor's property. That's what we just discussed about having collateral. You guys remember we just talked about that? That's what this question is referring to. Good job, everybody. Real quick, who can answer the fastest? What is negative amortization? Negative amortization. Who's first on the board? Trying to throw you guys off here. Let's see who's paying attention. Negative amortization. Who's first on the board? What do you guys think? You are on fire tonight, Ann. You're doing great. High five for you, Ann Morris. Good job. So what is negative amortization? Is when your payments do not cover that interest. It's when your payments do not cover the interest and your debt goes up. Good. Debt goes up. Or at least it's interest only. It is not interest only. So what is that called when you're only paying the interest? What's that called? What do you guys call that? It's an interest-only loan, also known as a, what do you guys think? Who knows this? Double or nothing. Straight note. Straight note would be the answer. Straight note would be the answer. That's also known as a straight note. I feel like I should be a game show host. What do you guys think? Think I got the chops to be a game show host? All right, here we go. Next question. An investor paid $300,000 for an apartment building, making a $70,000 cash down payment. 1 year later, the property increased 10% in value. This resulted in a $30,000 or 40% gain on the $75,000 equity. This is an example of A, none of the other options are correct. B, leverage. C, plottage. Or D, highest and best use. Thank you, Mercedes Gonzalez. Okay, I'll read it again. An investor paid $300,000 for an apartment building, making a $75,000 cash down payment. 1 year later, the property increased 10% in value. This resulted in a $30,000 or 40% gain on a $75,000 equity. This is an example of A, none of the other options are correct. B, leverage. C, plottage. Or D, highest and best use. And the answer is leverage. All right, guys. I saw somebody wrote I should have a radio voice. That is a very nice compliment. It's ironic because I was always very insecure about my voice. I was one of those people who hated hearing my voice recording on my answer machine. And ironically, what you're most insecure about becomes your greatest asset. You guys ever notice that? The thing you're most insecure about when you're young becomes your greatest asset when you're older, because the fact that makes you unique makes you insecure when you're young, but the fact that makes you unique is what sets you apart from everybody when you're older and makes you special. So it's kind of ironic. I'm known for my voice and bald head. Two things I was the most insecure about before. Okay, here we go. A balloon loan could also be described as A, a fully amortized loan, B, a due on sale loan, C, partially amortized loan, or D, non-assumable loan. New York accent. I don't think I have an accent. Do I have an accent? I don't think so. Okay, and the answer is C, partially amortized loan. Partially amortized loan. Carol made an offer to purchase Greg's property. As part of the offer, Carol agreed to take title subject to an existing VA loan, which Greg obtained when they purchased the property in the approximate amount of $39,000. If Greg sells to Carol under these conditions, which of the following is true concerning liability for a loss suffered by the government after foreclosure on the VA loan? A. Greg will be primarily liable. B. Greg and Carol will be equally liable. C. Carol will be primarily liable. Or D. Neither person is liable because Carol took the subject to the existing loan. What do you guys think? Got me, Concetta. My New Yorkisms come through. Okay, next question. The type of mortgage loan which permits borrowing additional funds at a later date is called A. An open-end mortgage, B. An equitable mortgage, C. A junior mortgage, or D. An extendable mortgage. I'll read it again. The type of mortgage loan which permits borrowing additional funds at a later date is called A. An open-end mortgage, B. An equitable mortgage, C. A junior mortgage, or D. An extendable mortgage. And the answer is A. An open-end mortgage. When the real estate market changes from a buyer's market to seller's market, which of the following results could naturally be expected? A. Construction activity in new subdivision would decline. B. Prices would be unaffected since every parcel is unique. C. Prices would rise because of the increased demand and lagging supply. Or D. Prices would probably drop because of the increased supply and reduced demand. I'll read that again. When the real estate market changes from a buyer's market to a seller's market, which of the following results could naturally be expected? A. Construction activity in new subdivision would decline. B. Prices would be unaffected since every parcel is unique. C. Price would rise because of the increased demand and lagging supply. Or D. Price would probably drop because of the increased supply and reduced demand. And the answer is C. Price would rise because of the increased demand and lagging supply. Good. Let's talk about some different types of loans. We came over a few different things, and the two I want to talk about is an open mortgage and a blanket mortgage. Okay, so what is an open mortgage? Who knows what an open mortgage is? Anybody? What's an open mortgage? What is an open mortgage? Anybody? Anybody? Who could tell me what is an open mortgage? So open mortgage is like a credit card. You could just keep borrowing against it and adding to your debt. Okay? What is a blanket mortgage? What is a blanket mortgage? That's right, Marta. You could ask for more money. What is a blanket mortgage? A blanket mortgage is when you use more than one property as collateral. Remember we talked about that collateral before when we were talking about risk? The bank could take more than one property if you don't pay them back. Okay. Good job, everybody. Adrian will be doing the webinar later this week. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. We could all do a cheer for him when he comes. I kind of like there's two of us doing these webinars. It gives you guys a change of pace because I know the two of us sound a little different, which is a good thing. It kind of decreases the monotony, don't you guys think? Getting two different people kind of gives a little bit of a different pace, a different vibe. I hope so. That's our goal by having multiple people do the webinars, so it doesn't seem as stagnant. Also, we like doing it that way because Adrian may explain some things in a way that I may not. So giving different types of explanations kind of will give different perspectives and maybe even increase your understanding a little bit more. So I really like the fact that we both are doing it because it gives you guys different ways of hearing the same information. And who knows what clicks with who. So it's great to get different perspectives. Okay. A takeout loan in real estate financing is A, a loan that calls for payments to be made at intervals. B, a short-term loan generally to finance construction. C, a long-term loan to replace a construction loan. D, the amount of net proceeds actually available to the borrower after the deduction of the discount points and prepaid interest. I'll read it again. A takeout loan in real estate financing is A, a loan that calls for payments to be made at intervals. B, a short-term loan generally to finance construction. C, a long-term loan to replace a construction loan. Or D, the amount of net proceeds actually available to the borrower after the deduction of the discount points and prepaid interest. What do you guys think? And the answer is C, a long-term loan to replace a construction loan. You guys are doing great. Speaking of Adrian and I, we'll be doing a video this week recording some of the things that we've come across in the course of the week. So we get a lot of people asking questions, and Adrian handles our customer service. So what we do every week is we tend to discuss some of the customer service issues that we came up with. Most notably, like different concepts that people are seeing they don't understand, new material that's coming up on their exams that they want help with. So kind of up-to-date information. And what we decide to do now is we're going to record part of that weekly conversation that's applicable to you guys so we can share it with you. Obviously, we don't need to record our whole conversation because a lot of it is not relevant to you. But the stuff that is relevant, we're going to share with you guys. We thought that would be helpful. It's kind of our brainstorming session where we hear about new stuff that's coming up in the exam and we try to talk about and discuss how to define it and how it could better be transmitted to you guys. Adrian Rosa says advertising and trigger words. I assume you don't mean like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. How'd that song go with Winnie the Pooh? A Tigger's a wonderful thing, but if I'm the only one, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Who's got kids here? Who knows that song? From Winnie the Pooh. Yes, Alicia, it'll be a form of dance, preferably some derivative of salsa. Okay, the term warehousing as used in real estate financing means A, unregulated real estate loans. B, a mortgage company collecting loans prior to resale. C, the financing of industrial warehouse. Or D, a large bank or savings and loan. Okay, here we go. I'll read it again. The term warehousing as used in real estate financing means A, unregulated real estate loans. B, a mortgage company collecting loans prior to resale. C, the financing of an industrial warehouse. Or D, a large bank or savings and loan. And the answer is B. The mortgage company collecting loans prior to resale. We did just talk about it. That's right. We talked about it in the beginning of the webinar. When obtaining a mortgage loan, the buyer often has to pay discount points. Those points are a percentage of A, the loan amount, B, the selling price of the property, C, the selling price minus the agent's commission, or D, the loan amount plus closing costs. When obtaining a mortgage loan, the buyer often has to pay discount points. Those points are a percentage of A, the loan amount, B, the selling price of the property, C, the selling price minus the agent's commission, or D, the loan amount plus closing costs. And the answer is A, the loan amount. Tomorrow, the webinar is in the morning, so make sure you're there. It'll be at 10 o'clock Pacific time, which would be 1 o'clock East Coast time, so I guess early afternoon for you East Coast people. When considering VA loans, the unique feature about the down payment which are required is A, they are never more than 3% of the CRV, B, they are determined by the CRV, C, they may be no down payment, D, they have according to the amount borrowed. I'll read it again. When considering VA loans, the unique feature about the down payment which are required is A, they are never more than 3% of the CRV, B, they are determined by the CRV, C, there may be no down payment, or D, they vary according to the amount borrowed. And the answer is C, there may be no down payment. Where's everybody from? Everybody name their city, super quick. Ready, go. What city are you in? Any Texas people in the house? Where's all the Texans? Okay, while you're doing that, the seller under a land contract is called A, the grantee, B, the vendor, C, the vendee, or D, the grantor. The seller under a land contract is called A, the grantee, B, the vendor, C, the vendee, or D, the grantor. Mercedes from Seattle. We are familiar with Seattle here at PrepAgent. Okay, the answer is vendor. A land contract is a form of financing where the buyer just makes payments to the seller directly. Orly's from Los Angeles. I'm in Los Angeles on Thursday. Very exciting. In Texas on Saturday. Okay, and the answer is vendor. Good. Flower Mound, Texas. Is that near Austin? Okay, an installment land contract. What type of title did the seller retain? A, legal, B, joint, C, record, or D, equitable. I'll read it again. In an installment land contract, what type of title did the seller retain? A, legal title, B, joint, C, record, or D, equitable. And the answer is A, legal. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you had an amazing day today. We'll see you again tomorrow. And tomorrow we're doing vocabulary, which is always one of our favorite topics to do. So have a great day. This is Joe from PrepAgent with Adrian. Until next time, talk to you later, guys. Bye.